NCIS, Tony and Ziva, S1XE8 pays tribute to Tony and Gibbs Bond in Fire Sale, Nostalgia, Summary and Interpretation, honoring the relationship between Tony and Gibbs on NCIS, Tony and Ziva Episode 8 of Season 1. Note, this recap is based on events that occurred as of 11:49 a.m. West Africa Time, Monday, October 13, 2025. 4 days after the release of NCIS, Tony and Ziva Season 1 Episode 8, Fire Sale, on Paramount Plus on October 9, 2025, at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, 12:01 p.m. West Africa Time. This 45-minute film, which was written by Frank Cardea and directed by Leslie Hope, The Handmaid's Tale, adds an emotional homage to Tony DiNozzo's, Michael Weatherly, relationship with Leroy Jethro Gibbs, Mark Harmon, into the mayhem of the Raining Fire event, which helps explain its 89% Rotten Tomatoes rating. In the tribute, Tony and Ziva David, Cote de Pablo, confront Jonah Markham, Julian Ovenden, strengthening the spin-off's ties to the original NCIS. Context of the episode, limited spoilers. The Raining Fire mission intensifies in Episode 8, as Tony and Ziva attempt to thwart Jonah's drone assassination of CEO Aaron Graves, Sean Pertwee, while posing as Interpol warrants. Tiva manages Claudette's, Amita Suman, role and co-parenting conflicts after Episode 7's revelation of Montmartre's lair and Martine's, Nassima Benchicou, skepticism regarding Jonah's lies that target Tali. A nostalgic mood is created by the cold open's undercover preparation and flashbacks to the 2020 wedding, which sets up the fire sale, shooting and mechanical jaguar cliffhanger. In order to commemorate their NCIS history, a subtle tribute to Tony and Gibbs' connection arises. Scene analysis in honor of Tony and Gibbs' relationship through speech, movement, and a concluding voiceover. The tribute emerges, recalling Tony's apprenticeship under Gibbs and their unsaid relationship. A nostalgic setup in the cold open. Tony is wearing a tux with a jammer-loaded Rolex, and Ziva is dressed in an emerald gown as Tiva gets ready in a safe house in Paris. Gibbs would have had us bugged by now, Tony jokes, alluding to the tradecraft of his NCIS master. Gibbs is on the guest list in the 2020 wedding flashback, and Tony jokes that he'd bring bourbon, strictly off the record. This is a subtle nod to their history, according to TV Insider, connecting Gibbs to Tiva's past. Action echoes. Tony pulls drone footage showing Jonah killing Henry, James Darcy, during the fire sale gunfight, echoing Gibbs' relentless investigative style from the McGee-led cases in NCIS Season 13. He breaks down, saying, "I failed him," which brings to mind Gibbs' advice during Tony's early mistakes, e.g. Season 3's Bête Noire. According to Collider, Ziva's encouragement, proof honors him, reflects Gibbs' stoic wisdom and strengthens Tony's development. Emotional cliffhanger. The Jaguar onslaught gets more intense, with missiles and cutting claws close to Tali's hacked feed, target acquired, family weakness. Tony shouts, "I'm not losing you again," as he protects Ziva. The tension reaches its peak as Ziva responds, "Nor I you." Gibbs' voice crackles as Jonah threatens to detonate, saying, "DiNozzo, you owe me." This is a clear reference to the farewell in NCIS Season 13, where Gibbs gave Tony leadership. According to Fandom Wire, as Gibbs' presence hovers over the issue, the freeze frame, Jaguar close to Ziva, Martine's, Nassima Benchicou, rifle raised, solidifies the tribute. Emotional context. In contrast to Jonah's betrayal of Martine, the tribute draws on Tony's NCIS arc, which has Gibbs as his father figure, according to TV Insider. According to Collider, Gibbs' teachings on duty and family are shown in his love for Ziva and his sorrow for Henry. The stakes are raised by the voiceover's suggestion of Gibbs' reappearance. Why it matters. According to Fandom Wire, the tribute enhances Tony's persona and teases a crossover while honoring the NCIS legacy. Gibbs' voice plus Tony's nod equals nostalgia gold, exclaimed Reddit users. October 9, 2025, r/NCIS. Effect on the season and episode. Tiva's arc. By connecting to Episode 9, Betrayal's Edge, October 16, for a possible Gibbs reunion, the homage fortifies Tony's resolve. The Jaguar threat is escalated by Gibbs' voice, which also suggests NCIS backup. Season momentum. The emotional stakes are raised as the show builds to a finale with NCIS roots. A critical view collider calls it a tribute done right and commends the nostalgic depth. The Gibbs callback is praised by TV Insider. According to Fandom Wire, the action is elevated by the emotional anchor. Tony/Gibbs moment equals best spin-off highlight, exclaim early IMDb fans. Total score, 9 out of 10. The spin-off's heart is enriched by the touching, nostalgic dimension that Fire Sale adds to the Expo pandemonium as a testament to Tony and Gibbs' romance.